and welcome. In today's lecture, we will see how to find out entropy change during a process of a substance. The substance could be liquid, solid, or it could be gaseous substance. And we'll also see how do we find the entropy change of the substance when it undergoes phase transformation. Okay, so you know that in the previous lectures we have arrived at this, that change in entropy is given by the expression dq by t, and over a process, the process could be some point from 1 to 2, that will be state of the system. System could be solid, liquid or gas, and it could be a system where phase is transformed. Okay, so this is our expression, and this will give you S2 minus S1, right? This is what we have done. Okay, now let's consider if you have a solid or liquid, and suppose this solid and liquid to which we are adding heat. Okay, so heat is added to a solid substance or a liquid. Obviously the temperature of that substance will change. Okay, so when you want to do that, you will have to express dq in terms of change in temperature. If it is solid or liquid, you can substitute dq by Cp dt, right? Cp dt. mCp, m is 1, so let's say we are calculating entropy change for 1 kg of that substance. So you substitute dq as Cp dt. So this will be Cp dt by T. I'll make it capital T, right? And then we do the integration. So obviously the expression 1 to 2, so we will have the expression as Cp ln T2 by T1, because Cp is constant for that liquid or for the solid, and dt by T, integration of that log T and then natural log T and log T2 by T1. So this will be Cp ln T2 by T1, right? So this is the expression for change in entropy when heat is added to any solid or liquid. If heat is taken out from it, it will be the same expression. Obviously change in entropy will be negative, because when you add heat to some substance, the entropy of that substance will increase. When the heat is taken out from that substance, the entropy will decrease. So the temperature will drop and you will get this with negative sign. Okay, so that's for expression for change in entropy for liquid or solid. Let's consider that if I'll come to gases later, but right now let's concentrate only on solid and liquid. Let's consider the phase transformation. Phase transformation from solid to liquid or liquid to gaseous, or reverse also, right? Whatever is the phase transformation. Now you know that during phase transformation, temperature doesn't change. Temperature of the substance to which heat is added or from which heat is taken out, it doesn't change. So T will be constant. So T will be constant. So it is essentially, so you can take T out. So T is constant. You take T out and integration of dq. T is taken out. Integration of dq is q. So it is q by T. So change in entropy will be q by T. Now if heat is added to the substance, this is plus. So change in entropy will be positive. Heat taken out, it will be negative. Okay. For example, steam is condensing. Okay, or some gas is being liquefied. So you are taking out heat. So this will be negative. And if your liquid is getting transformed into gas, obviously this is positive because you are adding heat. But essentially you would remember that, you know that during phase transformation T is constant, that can be taken out of the integration sign. Integration of dq will be q during the process 1 to 2, right? Heat added, heat subtracted. So this is the expression for change in entropy. Now let's come to gas. And gases, here the gas can undergo different types of processes, and it could be a constant pressure, constant volume, polytropic, isothermal, any kind of process, adiabatic, right? Any kind of process. So we'll have expressions, generalized expressions for any process. So you don't have to worry which process the gas is undergoing, right? All that you have to do is take the initial state parameters and the final parameters and put that in the expression and get the expression for entropy change. And our process is, the method of derivation is pretty simple. So I want you to understand that method. It's basically we are using this. So you know that from this you can say it's essentially ds is dq by t. If I remove the integral sign, so dq is t ds. Now this is the expression we will use for deriving some expressions for gases. Let us start with a known expression. Let's say that dq, let me take. dq is equal to du plus dw. Now you know this, for a process I can write this du plus dw. Okay, so this is for a process. This is first law of thermodynamics. For a small heat transfer to the system or away from the system, whatever it is, that is equal to change in internal energy and work transfer. We'll consider this work transfer as only PdV work. So I am going to replace dw by PdV, because there could be other forms of work transfer, but mostly we are going to consider PdV work. So this is expression in a differential form. Essentially you would know that what I am writing is Q is equal to delta U plus integration of PdV. This is first law of thermodynamics applied to a process. From this I get this expression. Now I can replace dQ by TdS. I just showed that to you. du, we are considering 1 kg of gas. Okay, so I am considering a du change in internal energy is given by mCv delta T, right? You know this expression for change in internal energy is mCv delta T. So m is 1, so I am going to write this as Cv dt, because this is written in differential form. Cv dt plus PdV, okay, plus PdV. So okay, so since we want to find out change in expression for change in entropy, so I will say ds is equal to Cv dt upon T, I am taking T on this side, plus PdV by T, right? And so what is, let's look at this. With ds, so we want to find out change in entropy, so we have to just integrate this, right? We have to integrate this expression. But before we do that, let's rearrange these terms. This is you have dt here, t here, here you have dv. So can we write p by t in as a function of v? So we can see, we know the general expression. What is that expression? PV is equal to characteristic gas equation. PV is equal to RT. M is 1. So PV is equal to RT. So essentially P by T is R by V. So I can substitute P by T as by R by V. So this is Cv dt by T plus R dV by V. R dV by V. Okay. So this is okay. I'm just used. Okay. So this, if we have this, if we integrate this, let's integrate this, and we write the expression delta S, or say 1 to 2. We integrate from that 1 to 2. So this will be delta S is equal to S2 minus S1. This is 1 to 2. This is 1 to 2. I can write this as Cv ln T2 by T1 plus R ln V2 by V1. So this is first expression. Now please note that we have not said that this is a general expression. You can apply this to any process, any damn process. Okay, so all that you require is initial temperature, final temperature, value of CV at initial and final volumes, and your value of R, characteristic gas constant. Then you can find out change in entropy. So you don't have to bother about the what is the type of process. It's a general expression. We are deriving different forms of general expression. So this is one expression. Now we can have another expression from this, meaning we will substitute R. You know relationship R is also equal to Cp minus Cv. So I'll put Cp minus Cv here and rewrite this expression. So we will have S2 minus S1 is equal to Cv ln, I am writing this expression, T2 by T1 plus Cp minus Cv ln V2 by V1, right? ln V2 by V1. Now let's further simplify this. Cv ln T2 by T1. I'll just separate this. So this is minus Cv ln V2 by V1. I'll take this here. So it is minus Cv ln V2 by V1 plus Cp ln V2 by V1. I hope you can understand this. Okay. So we have here Cv ln, please note what I am going to do is Cv ln T2 by T1 minus Cv ln V2 by V1. So I will write this as Cv ln T2 by T1 upon V2 by V1 plus Cp ln V2 by V1, right? So this is essentially, let's rearrange these terms, T2 by T1. So this is T2 V1 upon T2 T1 V2, right? This is what it is. Now you know that P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2, right? P1 V1 T1 upon is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So if you consider this expression, so it is T2 V1. So if this will be essentially, if you look, it is nothing but P2 by P1. This can be replaced by P2 by P1. You can see here T2 V1, P1 will go down here, V2 will come here. So this is nothing but P2 by P1. So I can write this as Cv ln P2 by P1 plus Cp ln V2 by V1. So this is again delta S, and this is your expression 2. This is your expression 2. Okay. So we'll have one more expression, and that we will do in the next video.